Hello, it's day 4 of our Lent readings for 2023 as we continue our series of people who encountered Jesus. It's the last reading for this week. No reading on Sunday. Go to church if you need to, catch up on the readings in the afternoon or reflect upon them, and then we'll continue again on Monday. But to finish this week, we're going to jump a bit forwards. We've done Mary and Joseph and the Magi. We're going to jump 30 years to the beginning of the ministry of Jesus. Today we're going to be looking at John the Baptist. In Luke 1:35-36, it says that the mothers of John the Baptist and Jesus, that's Elizabeth and Mary, were related. Often they're portrayed as sisters, which would make Jesus and John cousins. But it doesn't specifically say the nature of their relationship in the text. It would probably mean that Jesus and John, who would have been born a few months apart, met each other growing up, maybe at family celebrations or community festivals. There may have been times where John recognized that there was something about Jesus that was different. We don't know about John's call to ministry. We are not given the details surrounding that. All we know is that suddenly he appears out of the desert, proclaiming the coming Messiah, calling people to repent and prepare their hearts to meet him, wearing the sort of clothing associated with men like Elijah, the prophets of old. We don't know when John put two and two together and realised that the one that he'd been proclaiming the imminent arrival of was Jesus. It seems he had some recognition by the time Jesus came from baptism, by his reaction that he shouldn't be baptising Jesus, but Jesus should be baptising him. We know from John's Gospel that he'd been told to look for a sign. The Messiah would be recognised because he would see the Spirit descending on him. Imagine the scene. Jesus' baptism. John pushes him down under the water. And when he comes up, he sees the Spirit descend. And it confirms to him that Jesus is the longed-for Messiah. However, jump ahead to the story in Luke 7. John seems to be having doubts. He sends some of his followers to ask Jesus if he's got it right. Is Jesus the Messiah? Or is there somebody else they should be waiting for? Maybe like for many, Jesus wasn't the picture of the all-conquering military Messiah who would set Israel free from the Romans that they'd been expecting. We can all experience doubts at times, particularly if things are not working out the way that we thought God would be doing them. One moment we're full of faith and trust, the next we're full of doubts and questions. What should we do in those times? Well, one answer is to take note of Jesus' reply to John in Luke 7:22. Jesus replied to the messengers, "Go back and report to John what you have seen and heard. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the good news is proclaimed to the poor." When you have doubts and questions, when you're not sure if God is there, look to see what's going on. Look at what God is doing rather than what he isn't. Ask God to open your eyes to his work and pray that you'll strengthen your trust in him for the areas that you have not yet seen an answer. Until next time, have a blessed weekend.